So many people ask, wondering what kind of reading that you'll have to do and what your homework assignments are for the class. So this is what it is. The book that we've identified, which will be the best book for you to read right now, is called Making Strategy Work. And this book outlines a lot of the successes and failures of companies which are trying to implement strategy. And it's a well-written book. We'll kind of go through different chapters in the book for you to do background reading throughout the course, and we'll provide you some additional stories for what success and failures are. So that's the book we'll be using, and it's by Lawrence. It's a hard name to say, but it's Herbiniak is his last name, and it's a good book from Wharton. In terms of grading, obviously, again, the reason why we grade is to make sure that we can somehow measure your learning. And our experience is that those people who participate in class, ask probing questions and ask interesting questions or bring stories into the classroom, are those who are processing. And they're processing the discussions and ideas. And as a process, they can share stories. Every time they say something which is an add or modification, they've actually reinforced their own learning, and they'll remember that 10 years from now. They will rarely remember the lecture from a professor unless they actually contribute back into the discussion. And so when we have dialogues is when people actually learn. And then this is why business school is all about dialoguing and not just the professor talking. So I do look forward to you guys participating and not only just talking to me, but talking to each other as a class and sharing knowledge out of that. The second part of this thing is we really believe that if you are to do something, if you do things, you'll actually get better. And by doing, this is the homework assignments and some of the workshops that we work together. One of the homework assignments you'll do is at the end of each lecture, you'll be asked to write a memo to the CEO, a memo to the client, whoever your client is, and saying, dear CEO, dear client, this is my understanding of what I think is your strategy, company strategy, and your timing for implementation. And in there, you'll put in there why you think it's robust or not. And you might want to make some recommendations to the client. Okay? And then you can say, and at the end of that, you'll say, and please, I look forward to a conversation with you, and I'll be giving you a next memo tomorrow, very soon, which will be around the resistance enablers to the strategy. And that'll be the E part, REALIZE, and you write a memo for each one of those to the CEO, telling him or her whether the strategy is robust, what are the enablers and barriers to the implementation of the strategy, second memo. A third memo, what you think is the right approach to implement it. Then L, how should your leader actually take this and lead the initiative? I, what competencies will you need to make sure it's clear that we have the right people and the right teams to implement strategy and the partners. Then you talk about Z, what quick wins should you design in there, and what are the communication strategies that goes with that. And lastly, how should you put the metrics together? So this will be a series of memos that you'll have to put together, one every day. So I really encourage you that immediately after the lecture, go do your memos. It'll be fresh in your mind, and then get that back to me. And we'll iterate those couple of memos in every lecture, and then share with each other what you wrote. And then as a result of it, you'll learn. So I do expect a memo from each one of you every single day, which then at the end of the semester of the course, you staple all the memos together into one binder, and then give it to me as a complete case of 7 memos, right? And then the final presentation is the way we'll do the other part of the grading, is you're going to take a company which has already executed a strategy out there successfully, another company which didn't do it successfully. And then you'll apply the rules of what you've learned in this class in analyzing the successful implementation and the failed implementation. And from there, hopefully now you will have stories that you can take into the future wherever you go. So that's our assignments of grades of reading. It should be fun in the classroom. The memos should take you no more than about half an hour to 1 hour to do every day. And then at the end of this thing, you will have this group presentation that you'll work as a team to put together, and you'll send it to me by mail. And time permitting, we might be able to do the presentations in the lecture on the last day, but I think you don't have enough time to pull it all together. Okay, so thank you very much, and that's the assignments.